focusing on that for a number of years now, but we can do more. I am a strong supporter of the Read 180 program. I attended a Dr. Dagger conference many years ago, came back and implored the board to please consider that program, and I will admit they did not consider it, but nor are we now, and we are starting a Dr. Dagger initiative in this district, and not even considering the only reading program that he will give his seal of approval. I attended a 4-hour demonstration of this program as a speech and language specialist. I evaluated it. I found it to be very, very on target to specific problems that affect the learning of reading. I don't know why we aren't talking about this program. I think it's just a matter of personalities. I find that unfortunate that some children in our district could suffer because of personality differences. We also need to look at our programs in high school as far as space. I think it's shameful when you walk into a resource room, and I have said this on many occasions, and you have to move a desk to get to a computer. I think it's shameful that in a small, crowded resource room, sometimes the body odor is so strong that you can't wait to get out of that room. What our resource room students use as classrooms were once known as mimeograph rooms. That's where we did our copy work. I have said, please bring in portable classrooms. It wouldn't look good in our district. For some reason, we would rather have small, crowded classrooms instead of more space. Special needs students do not learn in conventional ways, and there are many approaches. Having hands-on projects is an excellent approach to help students who don't learn in conventional classrooms. But if you look at our special ed classrooms in middle school and high school, there's nowhere to store anything. So how could you do an ongoing hands-on project? I think providing more to career tech is an excellent means of improving opportunities for special education students. And these are the students that remain in our community. You know, very often we have plumbers, electricians, carpenters who went through our special needs program. They come back to the taxpayers. So I think we can do more for them.
Thank you very much. As the criteria benchmarks for achievement increase for AYP, what kinds of things or programs would you like to see implemented to ensure the achievement of all students?
Okay. I would like to see, the PSSAs I know is very difficult. Teachers have to do a lot of work towards that, but especially the kids, you know, they're saying they don't like it. But we really do need to have those tests actually show where we're at. I believe that since our scores are in a problem with the math and the reading, we need to enhance those programs at the high school level. Back in 2000, our writing skills needed a little bit of work there. And our teachers took that challenge when they were given the tools and the information and the curriculum that they were asked to do. They did a fabulous job. And I think we can do the same at the reading and the math programs. Thank you.
And on that subject, I'd just like to say that I don't think we spent anywhere near enough time looking at the PSSA results. I took a look at our PSSA results last fall after they came out. And if you look at it, there's mass differences between, say, the 6th grade here, 6th grade at Dane Valley, and the 6th grade at Delaware Valley Elementary. And how can there be vast differences with 3 elementary schools in the same school district? There has to be a reason for that. I certainly don't know that reason, or I'm not the only person who able to figure that reason out. But I bet there are people in the district who do know we need to share best practices between the buildings and the mentors. I think practices. I'm sure Dr. Shane would probably tell us what we're doing at Shohola Elementary that maybe we can implement at Dingdale. We need to look at the problem before we can say what the solution is. That's the first step. We need to examine where the deficiencies lie. We need to get the right people involved, the administrators, the teachers, and the community. And then you come up with a solution and address it. Dan's right, we addressed it in the elementary school. We have a problem with 11th grade. And what's happened? We have to address it.
Thank you.
I think I'd like to say that 2 years ago, we had an excellent curriculum development individual who left us. If I'm correct, we have not replaced that position yet. I don't even know if it's in the budget to replace that position. But that would be the person who passed. Dr. White was his name, I believe I heard. And he would coordinate between schools. And I think his leaving and us not replacing him has affected us negatively in that respect.
And I would also add that I feel the need for professional development can be taken to another level. We have a director of secondary education, we have a director of elementary education, and perhaps they can play a bigger role in understanding the evaluation of PSSA standards and benchmarks. I think too we must keep advocating at the state level and reminding our legislators that these assessments do need to be fair. When I hear how outstanding our students are doing, I take a step back and I say, why do I hear so many complaints? We are up there, and Mike Piper just complimented our district at our legislative conference, saying how we have among the highest scores in the state. So it's very confusing to me to hear from one person saying the assessments are not fair, and then to have someone congratulating us for our elementary scores. So, I think we need to sit down and see what it really, truly all is about. And there are a lot of unknowns there, and someone must have that information in this district.
But